has sent us another thing to try out. So we're gonna unbox this and I'll show you what they sent us. This is gonna help me with feeding my cows. So we'll get it out of the box and we'll see what we got in here. Well, let's see what we got in here. Alright, so what we've got here is we have a bale spear attachment for handling round bales. The cool thing about this one is it slides over the cutter edge on your tractor and loader bucket or on your skid steer loader bucket. What I'm going to try to do with this is, since I only have a 1025R John Deere tractor and it's not big enough to handle my round bales, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put this on our T870 Bobcat, which is a 13,000 pound Bobcat, and we're going to try it on the Bobcat bucket or skid steer loader bucket, whatever you want to call it. Let me get this unboxed here and we'll get it out. Looks like we have some assembly required, but don't look like it's too bad to assemble. So the way this works is it basically, the cutter edge slides in here, the bucket, and then you just wrap chain around and then pull it tight and it stays on. So let me get this unboxed, we'll get it assembled, we'll get the Bobcat bucket in here and we'll get it put on and we'll go try it. Well, now that I got it all unpackaged, I'm gonna go ahead and assemble it really quick. Pretty simple and straightforward. The bale spear itself is very heavy built, looks really good, threads are real nice. Simply stick that through there, tighten this nut up, and put your two small spears in here, tighten them up. Just use a big adjustable wrench to tighten that nut up, unless you have a wrench that size. And there we have it. We're ready to go put it on the Bobcat. Well, I almost forgot. You need to tighten these up. So I'm really impressed with everything so far that I see. For being a bale spear under $300, I believe it's like $246.99. I will put the link in the description below on this video directly to this bale spear, but so far I like what I see. So I'm gonna go get the Bobcat, we'll get this put on and we'll see how it works. Well, before we get the bucket over it, we need to get the chain put in there that holds it onto the bucket. So it looks like they give us plenty of chain. Let's simply go through this hole right here. Just like that. Now we'll go ahead and we'll attach it to the bucket. Bring our chain up the back side of the bucket. Now, there's one little problem, and it's no big deal at all. This chain that is supplied is a little short. Now, the reason it's a little short is because the Bobcat bucket is pretty long in the bottom. So it's not the same as like a small utility tractor. So we'll just add a short section of chain that I already have. Put that in there. Put that into our binder. I like this little ratcheting chain binder, it's pretty cool. And there we go, that's all we gotta do, and our bale spear is attached. I was a little bit worried about the bolts and the cutting edge hitting before that slid on, but that's not an issue. They left plenty of cutter edge stick past on this bucket, so it slid on pretty nice, and it's going to stay on there pretty good. All right, so let's try to move some round bales with it. Now keep in mind, I only throw these round bales in every once in a while for the cows. These are a little old, but they still look really good inside. They just look kind of nasty on the outside. But I also feed my cows a lot of small square bales that are a pretty good quality hay. So these I just throw out there and let them munch on it for something to do. So, all right, let's see how this works. So it works very well for stabbing bales and picking them up. There's no flexing, nothing like that. I'm impressed with it so far. So let's take a bale up to the cows and throw it in with them. Well, let's see if I can do this one-handed. Fix them right up. No problem. No flex, the chain's not moving around. It's seated very well on that cutting edge. I like it. Now you could have a bale spear that directly mounts to the Bobcat quick attach, but this is a good alternative if you're just moving a few round bales per year. And you can move it around if you've got 3 different loaders without quick attaches on them. You could put them on the 3 other loaders or 4 other loaders or whatever you got. So it's very universal. And I think you could also probably stick it on pallet forks, just poke them under there and chain it back. I think it'd work for that also. This is the only problem I have, which this is my fault, not the attachment's fault, but I have to dump them over the fence because my gate is not wide enough to get the Bobcat through the gate. So I'll have to get in there and flip it over and roll it over to where I usually feed at. I need to change that gate one of these days, but yeah, this is a good attachment. I like it. So heavy built for the price, definitely like it. So I'd like to thank VEVOR for sending this bale spear. It's going to work real well for me. And the nice thing is, when you're done with it, loosen up your little chain binder, unhook it, and it'll come right off. Just as simple as that. Put it off to the side until you need it again. So definitely works good for what it is. I like it. So thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Like I said, the link for this will be in the description below.